Star Wars, but today we're not talking about the Blu-ray collection for $100. This is $100. Anyway, we're not talking about the $100 Blu-ray complete saga of Star Wars. No, we are talking about Star Wars Episode 7, which hits theaters next holiday season, December 15th, I think, 2015 to be exact. No, December 18th, 2015 to be exact. But why am I holding this? Because this is the original 6 movies from Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, all the way to Return of the Jedi. And as you guys know, Star Wars has always been known, in these movies, it's from Episode 1 all the way to 6, it's always been about Sith. Which brings us to the topic here. So let me go ahead and put this down. So as you guys know, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, had the Sith of Sidious, Palpatine, whatever you want to call him, and Darth Maul. Episode 2 introduced Count Dooku. Episode 3 had the fall of Count Dooku and the rise of Darth Vader. And then episodes 4, 5, and 6 all circulated mainly around Darth Vader. And then finally Sidious made his return in episode 6, Return of the Jedi. So, why am I talking about Sith? Well, because Star Wars Episode 7 is supposedly, possibly, not going to have Sith. Now, before you get mad and you think that A, either I'm bullshitting, which of course I'm not, or B, that this is bullshit and you don't want to hear about it anymore, hold your horses, calm down. I was mad when I first read it too, until I read why they might not be in the movie. Or at least not in a good portion of the movie. Now, the reason why is because this movie is set 30 years after the fall of Darth Vader and Darth Sidious, the Empire in other words. But the Empire still exists. Now, apparently what happened from this leaked script or whatever, from this leaked insider news, apparently what happened was after Darth Sidious and Darth Vader fell, you know, Vader turned back to the light side. In other words, he turned back to the Jedi way and helped and saved his son from being killed by the Emperor in the end of Return of the Jedi. After all that happens, apparently these evil people kept the Empire going. Now, how that all works out, we don't really know, obviously. So anyway, continuing. So apparently what happens is 30 years down the road, there's these people called, simply called, I think, Jedi Hunters. Now, apparently they're not exactly going to be Sith or Jedi, but they're going to have the support of the Sith, like they support the Sith. Then it was confirmed that it's actually not going to be Jedi Hunters, but simply just called mercenaries, but they're going to be siding with the Sith. And basically what their goal in Episode 7 is, and obviously they're going to succeed, is in Episode 7 we're going to see them resurrect the Sith from when it fell, from when, as I said earlier, Darth Vader and Darth Sidious fell. I know this is kind of probably confusing to keep up with me here, but basically in a nutshell what I'm saying is that there's these new bad guys who are trying to resurrect the Sith and bring the Sith Order back. And eventually, obviously, they succeed because it's already been confirmed we're getting three more movies, which is going to revolve around a new Sith Lord, or Sith Lords, depending, whatever they decide to do. Hopefully they decide to do 2 of them. 2 Siths. Which brings us to, who could it be? Is it going to be an original character created by the new writers? Is it going to be a character that's been in books? And you gotta remember, ever since Disney has completely discounted everything in the Star Wars expanded universe, that means all books are no longer counted. That means books are no longer counted. Everything is no longer counted. So, like, they could bring in Darth Bane. They could bring in Darth... what's that guy's name? I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names sometimes. But they could bring in Darth Bane. They can bring in all these other Siths that existed before the original trilogy and the prequels. But now that none of that counts anymore, and they're pretty much just only counting the movies, this pretty much opens up a huge amount of possibilities. So yeah, you know, that's pretty much what I wanted to report on in this video. Now, what I think about this is I think it's a great idea, because I don't think we should just go back to where, oh, this new Sith's already taken place, here's a little bit of flashback of how it happened, okay, let's move on. No, I want a building story, I want building blocks. And that's something that was very lazily done by Lucas when it was showing us how Anakin became the evil Sith Lord Darth Vader. Now, you know, I don't think I have to convince anybody that the 3 prequels were pretty lazy, with the exception of Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith was an excellent movie. The other 2, not so much. So anyway, moving on. I think it's a great thing. I think it's a way for them to really show, look, we're actually telling a story, but we're telling it correctly. And we're telling it from the beginning. We're not going to show you this and then go back and show you how it started. We're going to show you how it started from the beginning, and we're going to bring you on this journey all the way to episode 9, where maybe it concludes, or at least those Sith die. Who knows what they're going to do? All I want is it to be fucking good. That's all I want. And I want Sith. And I want a badass Sith. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe they're going to bring Darth Maul back. That would be pretty rad. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'd love to see it. But only if they could get the original guy back, Ray Park. They have to get Ray Park to play Darth Maul. If no Ray Park, then I personally don't want to see him. But if they brought in a new actor that you really couldn't tell the difference and he was excellent, okay. So anyway, guys, this is the Keith Carnes. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below if you have any. I'd like to hear your opinion. What do you think they should do? Do you think this is a good idea with this supposed leak has? Remember, this is just rumor. It might not be true, but it might be true. But just take it with a grain of salt. This could be complete bullshit. But only time will tell, as they say. So anyway, you guys, once again, this is the Keith Carnes. Thank you so much for viewing. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!